Here's a look at this day in history. November 17th.
On this day in 1869, the Suez Canal was opened in Egypt, creating an important water link between the Red Sea and the Mediterranean. In 1973, at the height of the Watergate scandal, U.S. President Richard Nixon told the press conference, "I am not a crook." In 2003, bodybuilder and actor Arnold Schwarzenegger was sworn in as the 38th governor of California, following a special recall election. And on this day in 1558, 25-year-old Elizabeth I ascended to the throne of England.
I am England.
An early feminist, she refused to dilute her authority by getting married.
No.
The Virgin Queen ruled for 44 years, and the Elizabethan age saw England grow into a wealthy world power. And that's this day in history.
Good morning, Dundalk. Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Ariana.
And Lily.
Reading your morning announcements
On WDMS News.
Today is Monday, November 17th, 2014, a.m.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and DMS Pledge.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm safe, I'm respectful, and I'm responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community. Please be seated.
Today's math problem is American Education Week was observed 93 years ago. And what year was it first observed? Please let your math teacher know if you can solve it.
Now here's Nayla with today's weather.
It was 32 degrees this morning. We should reach a high of 42 degrees today. However, there is a... What? Sorry, I think the sound is messed up, but... There is a chance of rain, sleet, and even a few more snow showers. Here's the weather for the remainder of the week. Now back to Lily and Ariana. Okay. Thanks, Nayla. Now the word of the day. The word of the day is prototype. Prototype means an early or original example upon which later examples are based. Prototype sounds like toe type, and so in today's cartoon, the caption reads the original prototype of the toe typewriter. Once again, today's word of the day is prototype.
Help DMS win money and prizes by donating broken writing utensils in the TerraCycle box in the cafeteria.
Attention artists, yearbook cover design competition is back. Submit your original design for the 2014-2015 DMS yearbook cover to Mr. Slavin or Ms. Block by Friday, November 21st. It must be hand-drawn on a piece of white paper that is 8.5 by 11 inches. You may not use lined paper. Include the text Dundalk Middle School 2015 somewhere in your design.
This week's Avid tip is compare your notes with a peer after class. Your friend might have written down a detail that you missed.
Welcome to American Education Week. Tuesday is for grade 6, Wednesday is for grade 7 parents, and Thursday is for grade 8 parents. And Friday is for grandparents. However, parents are welcome all week long. Tonight is another Sweet Frog fundraiser. Remember to mention DMS when you go tonight.
Basketball tryouts will begin today after school from 3 to 5 p.m. in the gym. Only students who have turned in all their paperwork will be allowed to work after school. If you have not turned in all of your paperwork, you should go home directly after school today. No exceptions. Our book fair begins tomorrow. Here are some more books that will be there.
Jackson Green is a con artist, although at the beginning of the Great Green Heist he's reformed. But then he finds out that his arch nemesis, Keith, is trying to rig the school election. So he pulls this crack team of experts, calling them Gang Green.
Victor chose the bankroll.
Victor gets his stash of cash from his parents. He helps to fund all of the electronics that they have and all the equipment that they need.
Charlie De La Cruz, the point man.
Charlie De La Cruz, his best friend and right-hand man.
Bradley Portman, the inside man.
And he's new to the team. He's a sixth grader who idolizes Jackson and Charlie and everyone else.
Megan Feldman, the closer.
Megan and Jackson don't always get along, but they need someone with her particular talents to get things done with electronics.
Kashimi Larajani, technical support.
Hash, his next-door neighbor and technical expert with all of the electronics and such. Jackson likes to call them the crew, but Charlie starts calling them Gang Green. Keith is a spoiled brat. Keith is always used to having his way, so by partnering with Dr. Kelsey, he can ensure that he wins the election, and he can also take down a couple of other organizations that he really doesn't like. When he and Keith pair up, Jackson knows it's bad business. He knows he has to stop Keith and Dr. Kelsey from rigging the election. So he pulls together a crew, and that's what he does. Jackson loves the art of the con. You know, he loves setting things up. He loves seeing the big picture. He loves seeing how all the pieces come together. But what Jackson tries to do is use his cons for the good of the school most of the time. I know you're going to love this book. Jackson is a really cool, really hip character with a really great crew around him. They pull a lot of fun, exciting cons and heists, lots of twists and turns. You can read about Jackson and his Gang Green at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Now for the words of wisdom. Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Ariana with a few words of wisdom. Fear can be a very useful emotion. It's the red flag that goes up when we are in real danger. For instance, when we are dangerously close to the edge of a cliff. But fear can also be very destructive. It can stop us from being everything we are meant to be, from doing the right thing, from moving forward in life, making our dreams come true. Henry David Thoreau once said, "Nothing is so much to be feared as fear." So next time you're afraid of something, ask yourself this: what am I really afraid of? If you can't figure it out alone, talk to someone you trust. Try to get to the bottom of your fears so you can determine if it's a warning flag or simply a big stumbling block along the path of life. Remember, the energy we put into our fears can be rechanneled into a positive action. With something to think about, this is Ariana. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
Now, here's Mr. Wagner.
Good morning, DMS. I'm glad we're back and better than ever on this wonderful Monday. I know it's a bit rainy out, so thank you to everyone for coming in today and putting their best foot forward. I have no real announcements to make. The crew here did an excellent job sharing all the upcoming events for the week, so I thank you for that. And I do want to send a welcome out to any parents or guardians or grandparents that we have visiting today. Welcome to DMS. Thank you and have a great day.
This is Lily.
And Ariana.
Have a marvelous Monday.